Hi everyone, and my name is Yula, and today we're gonna read the Magic Tree of Merlin mission book, number 7, Night of the New Magicians. Jack and Annie are going to find the 4 magicians, but they found 2 magicians, so they need to find 2 more. So now we were gonna see the invisible magicians. And today we're gonna start reading at chapter 6 and Deanna reading at chapter 7, because when we start reading at chapter 6 and Deanna reading at chapter 8, it's a very, very long story. That means I'm late off the school. So we will start reading at chapter 6 and Deanna reading at chapter 7, okay? Now, already read this one book with a lot of stories, and now here we go. And first, we can read the Magic Tree of Merlin mission book 7, Night of the New Magicians, chapter 6, Invisible Enemies. Jack and Annie whirled around. The dark figure was standing in the side door of the institute. The circle Jack thought. He frantically tried to remember his line of the rhyme. Can I help you? The figure said. He stepped forward from the light of the gas lamp. He was an old man with a stubbed shoulders. The hair was white and had a friendly smile. Hi, who are you? Annie asked. I'm the night of the watchman, said man. The institute is closed for the night. Have you been hidden by the dog? Have you come for the rabies of the treatment? No, we are fine, said Annie. Is that what you are doing here? Asked Jack. You treat people for rabies? Oh, yes, not I, of course, but the Dr. Pastoral, he treats of all the diseases of as well, the old man says. He is the word of the foremost miracle researcher. Really, said Jack. What does he research? Microbes, said the night watchman. Microbes, said Annie. Germs, explained Jack. Yuck, said Annie. Microbes are invisible to an eye, said the old man. Some are useful and necessary, but another can cause great harm. Dr. Paraster battles it dearly. Once of the research of the backings of the new medicines. Annie gasped. He battles deadly elements no one can see, she said. He is the magicians of the invisible. Oh, they found the magicians of the invisible now. Yes, said Jack. The old man smiled. I suppose you could say that. He said Dr. Prester has concernedly helped a lot of people. We have to find him, said Annie. Do you know where he is now? Unfortunately, we have just missed him, said the watchman. Earlier, the manager had left an invitation for him. The strange man in the black coat, said Annie. Do you know him? Said the night of the watchman. Not really, said Jack, but we think we know who it is. And what did the invitation say? I don't know, said the old man, but when Dr. Piaster read it, he left it immediately. He asked, and he headed to the Eiffel Tower by the 10 p.m. The Eiffel Tower, said Annie. Oh, by 10 p.m., said Jack. Do you know what that time is it now? The old man pulled out the pocket at the watch. It is about 25 minutes until 10. Yes, we better get going, said Annie. Thanks for your help, Jack said to the night watchman. You're welcome, said the old man. And then he stepped back to the side of the institute and closed the door. Hurry, said Annie. And she and Jack had run out the steps of the street. Dr. Lewis Pastor said Jack. I've heard him too. This is crazy. None of these guys are really magicians. They're all of them famous for doing great things with the science stuff. I wonder where the first magicians is, said Annie. The magicians of iron who bends the metal of the orbs, trumpets over to the wind. Is he a magician of the scientist or what? I don't know, said Jack, but we have to get to that tower fast. We have to get our magicians and learn their secrets where the soccer finds them. And Jack and Annie look up down the lamplit street. The man is pushing the car over to the cobblestones. The couple of two sweater bicycle raced by and disappeared. The horse and carriage clattered off the street. Taxi! Yelled Jack, but the horse as the carriage kept going. There's no sign of another one. The street was just empty except for Jack and Annie. Oh, it started walking, said Jack. Look, said Annie. The couple of the two-seater bicycles rattled back down the road. They have stopped at the near yellow street lamp. We heard your call for help. Do you need assistance? The man said with a glove voice. Oh, and Jack and Annie stepped closer to the bike. The rider of an older-looking couple. The man was short, wore a tall black, had a bushy beard with a long mustache. The woman was short also. She wore a hat with a veil that almost in her face. We need the quickest way to the Eiffel Tower, said Annie. We have to get there by 10. It's an emergency. Oh, an emergency. Oh dear, exclaimed the woman with a high, shaky voice. The man had cleared through the spoke to his gruff voice. It would take quite a long time to walk to the Eiffel Tower from here, he said. Perhaps you should take our bicycle. Really, said Jack. Of course, said the man. If it's truly an emergency, it's an emergency, all right, said Annie. But how can we take your bicycle back of you? Just leave for us until the arches at the bottom of the tower, said the man. We can pay for you letting us borrow it, said Annie. She had pulled the butts of their coins of their bucket and then poked out of the couple. You can have them all. No police are helpful to help, said the man of the couple. Climbed off their bicycle. This is really nice of you, said Annie. Good luck, said the woman, squeaked, and she and the man started walking away. You're a good luck, shouted Annie. Thanks. Yes, thanks a lot, shouted Jack. The man have turned back. You have to better hurry. You have to better hurry, he called after his shoulder. If you want to be there by 10, you'll have to spin like a wizard wind. And then the woman had ran like a corner. They're gone. I love this bike, said Annie, and she climbed up the front of the seat. And Jack had climbed off the one back. Ready, go easily till we get the hang of it, said Jack, and Jack and Annie started back paddling. At first, the large bike was really wobbly as they almost fell over. We have to paddle same speed, said Jack, and Jack and Annie had balanced themselves on the bike and tried to paddle together. The bike had bumped over to the cobblestones a little more smoothly. I think I've got the hang of it now, said Annie. Me too, said Jack. It isn't that different from the riding in a regular bike. Which way do we go, said Annie. We have to find that busy street with the cafe, said Jack. They rode back to the corner and looked at right left. That way, said Annie. She had pointed to the right. There was a busy block of there, lots of great restaurants and people strolling about. Okay, go, said Jack. And then he had turned to a front handlebars and she had She and Jack have paddled down the bumpy street, and Annie have cheered carefully around the couples of them walking in their arms and arms. People in the outdoor cafes wave at them to roll by, but the street had more just road too. Jack and Annie kept riding. By the time they came to the end and no one around, they pushing back to their paddles, dragged their bicycles to a shaky stop. "Which way now?" said Annie, and Jack had looked up in the right left. Both ways are dimly lit. The closest shops in the dark houses. It didn't recognize anything. "I don't know," he said. "I wasn't paying attention to the rolling of the carriage ride." "Me neither," said Annie. Jack could see the Eiffel Tower raising to the sky behind their other buildings, and it didn't know what they're far away, but there's no idea how to get there. "Let's try to going left," he said. Jack and Annie turned to the left and rattled over to the cobblestones until they came to an empty square in the end of the street. "It's a dead end," said Jack. "We have to go back," said Annie. "Hurry!" Jack and Annie have turned into the bike and turned and speed back to the street, and they paddle until they came to another dead end. "Oh no," said Jack. "Is that busy street all the cafes? You must miss it somehow," said Annie. "We're completely lost and it's almost 10 o'clock. "It's no annoying," said Jack. "The tower is right there." He pointed to the Eiffel Tower looming over Paris. "It's not that far away. We just don't know how to get there." "Wait a minute," said Annie. "That guy says to go there by 10. We have to spin like a wizard wind." "I know, but we're lost," said Jack. "We don't know which way to go." "It doesn't matter," said Annie. "We have to go spin to the air. There's our magic remote. We have to spin our bike into the air." "Oh, that means Jack and Annie spin their bikes so they can go to the Eiffel Tower, and they can find their road to go to the Eiffel Tower too. So go to the Eiffel Tower first, so the soccer can't have all of the secret magicians." And now it's chapter 7. Start paddling. And tomorrow we start reading at chapter 7. And the end of reading at chapter 8 or 9, okay? And this is a great news. I said yesterday I'm going to Legoland when I did all of my homework. And I did all of my homework yesterday, so I did all of my packing, so I'm so excited. But we're going to Legoland in May. But it will be very excited. But today's April 17 dates. It's alright. It's no more nice fun days, even the Legoland. But we were gonna see you at the Legoland or no. But I will take a US English word before we're going to a Legoland. So I will talk about all of the things at Legoland when I go to a Legoland and back at home again. Phew, okay, now bye-bye everybody, and please thumbs up my YouTube if you like my YouTube. Bye-bye everybody, and have a nice day. Bye!